Hello, I am Richard Himmer. Thanks for watching the video. Why would you want to hire me as a keynote speaker? I'm going to do two things, and I'm going to do them very well. Number one, I'm going to make it fun. It'll be entertaining, uplifting, engaging. Number two, it will be transformational. Why is this important? Okay, there are three things in this century that we've got to do better than we've ever done before, and frankly, they weren't even addressed in the previous century. Number one, the most critical thing we could do is to be a lifelong learner. It seems that it would be incumbent upon any organization to bring in a scenario where there's an intellectual stimulation and connection. As a matter of fact, in research done with 4,300 university students, it was the number one thing that moved them to action was an intellectual connection. So there's got to be science, there's got to be a reason why, it's got to make sense to every facet of learning. Number two, there's got to be a balance. We have two systems operating right now in the body. It's a mind-body scenario. One, we have a sympathetic. It gives us the energy. It gets us going in the morning. It wakes us up. Two, the parasympathetic. It calms us down. It makes us nice and cool. They need to be balanced. Well, what happens when they're not balanced and one's more active than the other? We go manic or depressive. And that's not what we want. So in life, if there's too much work or there's too much play or there's too much sleep or there's too much activity, we're out of balance. So we need to bring that in. So number one, lifelong learner. Number two, mind-body balance, learning how to bring that into balance. Mindfulness is one of the greatest ways to do this. Number three, emotional intelligence. We first started hearing about this in the 1990s, late 1990s. I wrote my dissertation on workplace bullying and emotional intelligence. Social skills today mean we've got to have the capacity to move, ebb, and flow with every single movement in the world. It used to be in the olden days, you learn all you can in school about your trade and then you were done. That doesn't work anymore. We don't stay with the same company anymore. We've got millennials, centennials, boomers, Z, X, Y, all these different kinds of thinkings, these generations. Relationships at home always come to work. Relationships at work always come home. Well, what if we could be the same person at home and at work? I'm simply suggesting that those three things need to be in every keynote address. If it's a motivational, transformational, a funny, uplifting, regardless, we want it to stick. And if it's just a one and done, if it's just a motivational, you got about 48 hours and the best ones got 72 hours and it's gone. Transformational means they're still talking about it a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, and a year from now. It has to stick, and there's got to be a reason why. Intellectually stimulating, lifelong learner. Bringing balance into it experientially. Beautiful. And then number three, learning a social skill, 2 or 3, that they can take with them immediately and start working at home, employing it at work, and in anything they do. Again, the name is Richard Himmer. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to listen to this. You won't regret it. It'll be time well spent. Take care.